Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, everyone. How is everybody? Welcome to Team Spirit Paranormal. Are you all right, guys?
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
spot on.
Good, good. How's you, Pedro?
All right, yeah.
Good. Everyone's okay in chat.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just wait a couple of minutes, see if
See
got people to come on, and then we'll start definitely. Oh, we've got one person. Hello, one person.
Oops, a daisy. Can you see who it is, Phil?
No, not yet. Yeah,
Hello, one person.
yeah, we haven't done one for a while, haven't we?
No, we haven't. We've been busy, haven't we? So we've not got stuff done, and then stuff happened with our dear Queen and blah de blah, and well, yeah, it's just been a bit.
It's been a bit tragic, hasn't it? Recently. Yeah. So we've got Samantha Baker.
Hello, Samantha.
The talk. Well, what I'm going to do, because now it seems to have just got a few people in, and if you could please like, share, follow pages supported. That'll be ace. We're going to play an exclusive video that I've compiled of Wortley Top Forge. So I'm going to play that, and then we're going to come back to a normal chat, have a little chat about what we've just seen and what we've encountered when we did that investigation, Leslie.
Yeah. And if anybody in chat does actually pick up on anything as they watch the video, if you could get back to us on that as well, that'd be great. Because a lot of people do, don't they? If they watch a video, they pick up on certain things. So that'd be fab if you could do that, please.
Yeah. Hello, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Hello.
Right. So what I'm going to do, guys, is we're going to remove our faces. I'm going to play the video up. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Hello and welcome to Team Spirit Paranormal. In May 2022, the team investigated a fascinating location, Wortley Top Forge. Built by Sir Francis Wortley, the history of the forge being traced back as far as 1640 and was still in operation until around 1910. The site was abandoned in 1929, however, the workers' cottages were occupied until the late 1960s. Wortley Top Forge is a scheduled monument Grade 1 listed. It is a site of national importance, this because it is the only surviving water-powered heavy wrought iron forge with its water wheels and hammers. We had a very enjoyable, interesting investigation here at the forge, and we hope you enjoy our video.
Before the team got together, Claire Powell, TSP Medium, was taking a quick look round the cottage area of the location. Claire and Susan Westerman heard a hello. Unfortunately, the recording of this was on a mobile and isn't retrievable due to an error on the mobile.
That's what the feeling that you've got now.
That is the third time I've walked through that door. Again, I feel like somebody just joins in and walks straight behind me. It's coming straight behind me.
They went through here.
And we'll go back up here.
This was one of the rooms. Right. And then it extended out here. All right.
Now in this room, this is where I've just been in about 5 minutes ago with Susan. And Susan was stood here, I was stood here, and we are looking at this wall. Because there's something just about this wall, we're not quite sure what's up with the wall, we know something's not right there. And the first instinct I got was there was a cross on the wall, so we don't know where the cross is, or if there was a cross, and I don't know. But then, as we were facing this way here, somebody said, hello, a lady's voice from this corner, hello. So we looked, and we could just hear that, we couldn't see her, we just heard her both say hello. So we said hello to her back, and then as that happened, this man with a big hand went on back of my head. So that just stopped it, because I just said don't touch, so that just moved everybody away. But then we've just been back in again, we've come back up, there's a massive, if you stand here you can feel the warmth. It's like there's a little,
Yeah.
do you feel the warmth?
Yeah, can't I? And
Yeah,
that's not
that's
on.
what, no, that's what we're looking at.
That's not on at all. It's stone cold, folks.
But this here, if you stand here it's all cold, you come here it's
warm.
Really warm, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we came back again, he came up to, I don't know what the fella's name is, I do apologise.
Ted.
So when he came up, he brought his little recorder and she spoke again. And he's caught some evidence on there of her speaking, and also 3 taps. Because I said, oh, she'd gone, but then she tapped 3 times up all, and he's caught that on his recorder as well.
Brilliant.
Susan was just talking about hearing the hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Then, but it was ever so loud, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
It was really
and it came
loud.
from over there.
But do you know there's a heat source warmth here? Come and feel how warm it is here. No,
No.
it's not even been on. Can you feel how warm it is? If you stand away and then walk into it, you can feel the warmth coming in. But we don't know where it would be warm. Can you feel it?
Yes.
Mm?
Yeah.
Is that where you're feeling it warm?
Yeah, this is where it
Is that
feels.
it, Tram?
No, it's
No.
stone cold. That.
It's stone cold. Can you feel the warmth? I can feel it from here, mate. It's just, you can feel it, it's all there. It's just the warmth.
I can feel it.
Yeah. She doesn't feel as though she's there now. So I've just opened her and scared her away. But I tried to ask her what her name was and things, so we might have caught her name, so we'll have to have a look later, see if we've caught her name, or if she's given us a name. We've had several names already. We found out some of the names, haven't we? I've gone with the Gordon and the James. Francis.
Yeah.
Lizzie.
Or Lizzie. We have
Yeah.
up Lizzie, didn't we? So we'll go and have a look around other rooms and we'll see what else we've picked up as we've just been walking round.
Smashing.
Okay. Difference if you walk from there to here. Just
Yeah,
come
you
through.
can feel like
Can you just
like
feel
you're
the
walking
difference?
into a.
Like an energy shift.
Yeah, it moves. So something definitely changes as you walk through there. When I came through this other door here, I walked through here, I know this one here. When I first came in, I could hear the pounding. This is where it must have been happening. Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. Constantly. When I walk in here, that's all I can hear. Is boom, 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 boom. As though somebody's working. The fire, we thought there was a fire somewhere, but we found out there's some furnaces there, so that's probably where the fires are. It's not like a fire that set a fire. We think that I've seen the furnaces is what I could see,
Which matches
which is round this corner.
the top shots.
So, if you come round this bit here, it just fell. You just walk on here, it just feels different from this area here to walking in here. So I don't know whether there was something here beforehand, but then it changes again. You know, the energy just changes. But there were furnaces, as you can see, because it's all coal and everything. So I think that's where we could see, where I could see the fire in my mind's eye. Is the fire that it must be them. If you listen, it's boom, 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 boom. I can hear something tapping constantly. Susan also thought that somebody had been hung in here, either by accident or if they'd done something on the purpose, then. But she felt like there was a hanging in here. So I've not picked that up myself, but it doesn't say it's not happened, does it? So. I came in here. Originally, this was the first place I came in. And this is the one of the cottages that got extended from here. But when I came in, I knew that there was a lady that had was seriously ill and poorly, or somebody died in here, in this room, and Ted, is it Ted?
Yes.
Had confirmed that it had happened in 1930s
Yeah.
or 40s. So we know that she did die in here. We just picked that up here. Then we went, and I went to look at the stairs.
Yes.
So the stairs was the biggest thing at this moment, that we had no idea, because he was just telling us where he was going to be situated tonight. But Ted was stood here and I was stood here, and we were facing these stairs. So you can see how steep they are, but then we were just talking and he said, oh, we're going to be up here tonight. But then I felt as though I'd fell forward like that. But then I said, I can't have fallen forward because the stairs are facing the wrong way. I should have fell forward this way. But I wasn't, I was falling that way. But then Ted said the stairs was changed round, the stairs came down that way. So they must have fell down the stairs when it was this way around. Boom, straight down the stairs. But there must have been an opening on the door there. And then at later date they must have changed this round. But that was also confirmed, weren't it, that that had happened.
That's an old line, rail line.
Oh, right.
Railway line.
Oh, I felt. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I felt then I was moving. I'm thinking, what's happening? It's the railway line. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like an old machine shop with
Bill,
milling machines
Bill.
and everything. Yeah.
Bill, somebody's shouting, Bill. Bill. Bang, 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 bang. That's where I can hear all this banging.
Yeah.
It's this here,
Hammer.
look.
Hammer.
This is where the hand with the accident was. Because it's come back to show that it's got to be where the hand was injured or took off.
Well, you know, what did they call him? Ted?
No, didn't you ask him, Claire?
Yeah.
He
I
just
said,
said it's highly likely, because obviously it were hard, that sort of
he said it was really hard work, so he said people would have had
Accident.
accidents.
Yeah.
He said so somebody's hand
Yeah.
could have possibly been
Yeah.
done. But then the other fellow said that he knew that that had happened to somebody's hand, because he had the information, didn't he? But somebody is shouting Bill in here. Bill, Bill.
You see this here? They move it backwards and forwards, the bellows.
Oh,
We
the fire
cheats all
again.
that.
Yeah.
We cheats all that, you see.
Yeah.
And then they bring them out and they hammer them on here, on anvil.
That's where we saw the horse, where I saw the horse
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
If they were
Yeah.
doing the horseshoes here,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
the horse was in the field across the road. So that's where I saw the horse.
Mm.
Was it? And I said, oh, there must have been horses, or a horse at least. And he said there was. So he could tell me about that. I didn't know.
This part of the building was originally the blacksmith shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
what
there
good
were
is. With the
three
bang, bang,
blacks-
bang, 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 bang.
There were
Yeah.
3 blacksmiths. You can
Right.
see where the 3 chimneys are.
Yeah.
There, and there.
Yeah.
And they would,
But I felt like there was lots of energy walking up and down, walking up and down.
oh yes, almost certainly.
And
Because
somebody
they-
called Bill. Was anybody called Bill here? Because we could hear somebody in here shouting, Bill, Bill.
Not that I'm aware of. We don't really know. I keep saying this,
Yeah.
but it's not well documented.
So that could well be
You
somebody
know
called
about
William,
the-
couldn't it? And somebody might have just
Yeah.
abbreviated his
Yeah.
name and
We
called
know a
Bill,
bit
Bill.
about the bosses and the Nazi paperwork, but
Yeah.
the workers. We've got a photograph of the workers, but that's from about 1900.
Right, there isn't a man with a beard and bright blue eyes on it, is there?
Stay there, don't
Please.
go away.
Come bring the photo. With Bill.
And where was that, upstairs?
No, that was.
Never.
I was stood in there,
Yeah,
but I
of
couldn't see
course.
where he was.
Is that him there?
So, yeah,
Try and go
that's
round.
the one. And his name on the bike is B something.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're
Tom
hearing the bill. B
Yeah,
Tom
yeah,
B.
yeah.
TSP members Philip and John Williams was asking out for replies, and in background you can hear a wheel turn. No one else was there other than the 2 members.
That were a wheel.
And did you hear that knock down there?
Yeah.
Right, guys. Definitely heard
Turned the
some.
wheel.
Someone turned a wheel. Okay.
Thank you for watching. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WordPress and YouTube. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
A few comments in there.
Yep, let's get to them. So, Samantha, do you think there's another dimension from this world? And do you think there can see people in this world? They seem to be very intelligent with electrical things. Do you think aliens exist as part of this time travel from past to present? It's very interesting, Samantha. I'm pretty sure even Pedro will back me up on this. There is dimensions. I believe in aliens, and I do believe probably both coexist. And yeah, that's so. I do think they can both merge, and what you're getting could be a past. It could be future, and then again, it could be controlled by an alien form. I mean, what's your thoughts on that one, Peter?
Just like you, really. Unless you can link it to history. If someone's coming through who's you haven't got a clue, who is not related to the history, then there's a good chance they're portaling through from any dimension, or from any just anywhere. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you guys.
So we had a hi from Linda.
Hi, Linda.
We had a hi from John. Hiya, John. John goes, she is very perspective to energies. Is why she's getting so many different names and feelings. It's like a radio receiving all these stations at once.
Yeah. Claire is very much like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just go and have a cup of coffee with Claire in a cafe, and she'll just start saying, "Oh, I've got a so and so, I've got a such and such a name," and they just keep bombarding her. So yeah, she's very much like that.
Yeah, I love her to bits, but if you expect a straightforward conversation, I'm pretty sure you definitely won't, because she goes on to one to other, because she's got that much that she wants to talk about.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's mad.
Do you know if there's anyone actually watching this replay? I want someone to let me know how many times she says "bang, bang, bang" or "boom, boom, boom" in that video. That'll be amazing. So, Spirits Within.
Hi, Spirits Within. Hello,
I'm guessing that's Wayne. How you doing, bro? Anthony Lewis. Yes, know the feeling. I'm guessing that you also pick up like radio, different voices and such. John goes, she at least says it 300 times in it. Bless her. But I believe this is first time actually, isn't it, Pedro? You've seen the video, and I am so mad, probably at myself. The mobile we caught the LO and God, which were very, very, very clear, because everyone at the time who did the investigation, we replayed it back to them.
Yeah, crystal clear.
Crystal clear. It was LO, and I was that excited just then. I mean, it was half an hour through investigation.
We've not been there long, had we, at all? No. In fact, it was still daylight.
Yeah, it was still daylight. And what ticks me off is when I were about to extract all the video footage, my mobile dropped in the toilet.
The lesson there, Phil, is don't go to the toilet with your mobile in your pocket.
No. And plus, I shouldn't have anyway. It is unhygienic to have your mobile in toilet. So yeah, bear in mind if you've got electrical appliances, don't put them near a toilet.
But they do say a lot of bathrooms are haunted, so in some cases,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
could be.
necessity.
So yeah, unfortunately, the two clear EVPs which I was dying to put in these videos, I cannot get, and it's a shame. But what it does leave us with is we need to go back again.
Yeah, and it's like we were saying earlier, isn't it, Phil? Have the spirits done that on purpose? Have they made that happen to make us go back again?
Yeah. I mean, you could definitely say, well, is there some observational thing going off there where they say, well, yeah, it's a little bit too clear cut there. I'm just going to do something through there to disrupt and stop him from playing that. But I'll just put it down to human error, me being daft, putting my mobile in a toilet.
Yes. And we will go back. We're going to go back, aren't we, Phil? In the day. We're going to go
Yeah.
and we're going to go to them areas where the wheel was heard.
Yes. Yes.
In one of the cottages where Claire picked on a lady who'd passed, when me and your John went in the daytime pre-investigation, we all went in and we'd been in that same room 2 minutes and we all smell a smell of lemon and carbolic acid. So that'd be interesting if we got that smell again. All three of us got that together, and then as soon as it came, it just went quick again, didn't it? It just disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, let's start from the beginning of it also, where Claire first reported the hotspot. Oh my gosh, yes, the hotspot's near a radiator. Yes, I do understand that the radiator will have been on at some point, but and on our guys, when that radiator hadn't been on through there at all. So that temperature would have been same temperature as all the way through room in that corner. It was just weird.
Did you test it electronically, Philip?
Yeah, they weren't plugged in, weren't on. It was stone cold.
Right. No, I meant, did you test whether they were like ups in temperatures in that part and a drop away when you move away? Yeah,
there were some sort of field. Definitely.
They were definitely going up.
Yeah, it were like a weird. For that not to be known for ages, because we asked Ed
to do that. Yeah, wow, yeah,
it's. And so it's just weird. In that room, they got that clear hello. It were a really rusky man hello, weren't it, Leslie?
And that's the same room where Claire said she felt being touched on the back of the head by a man's hand pushing her forward as well. In that same area in the room.
Yeah. So
you think that's a recreation of the radiator? Then some ghosts were like recreating the out of that radiator.
I honestly do think that there's been that much going off, manifestations going off, or they're coming in and out from that area for a certain period of time where heat's generated. That's what I believe. Because
in my opinion as well, sorry to interrupt, but spirit they cause cold spots, don't they? But I also believe that they can create hot spots as well. You know, and I personally think that that's what that was. I don't think it was related to the radiator, in my opinion. But
it's just a bit odd when it comes to video footages without no one there. I mean, I did ask Ted, manager at place, and he said that radiator hasn't been on all day because they can't afford to anyway. To put a radiator on. It's just it's when they do office work mainly at night that they switch it on, and if there needs to be, they use that room. But that radiator weren't on, and it were only room in that cottage that had that hotspot. Weirdly enough, where we're hearing that EVP work, so it makes you make you wonder: was that the area where they were coming out of, or where most activity were? So I find it interesting. Also, which no one will have got to know, is the God voice. When we came away from that room, our John took a mobile video, and basically, as she was going down, she felt she stood still for a bit, and then she said, "Oh, there was a cross on here." And when she said "cross," about 2 seconds after, there were a clear woman's voice and said, "God." Unfortunately, that we're on that mobile that what dropped in the toilet, so I can't get that back. Unfortunately, so yeah, so there were within that area where the hotspot were. It's not that far where we got them 2 clear EVPs, so it just make me wonder about that area. And if we were to go back again, definitely the areas I'd definitely go and visit.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just before we carry on, Anthony Lewis. That means the spirit did not want the info out. I do believe that myself.
Yeah, you said that, didn't you, Phil?
Daytime hunts show that the place is active in my book. Yeah. I do believe the spirits were trying to communicate with you guys here, and they're seeing they are in a different plane of existence than we are. So I believe all they want to see is if you can communicate with them.
Yeah.
I'd definitely say that, mate, John. Definitely. All the other things communicating with you, and the hotspot could have been a type of portal. John, I do believe that somewhere in that line, in that room, I do believe that were a portal. So, I mean, Peter, I hope at some point you could actually come up with me and Leslie and go to that place. See, and because you like your EVP work yourself, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It'll be good to see if you got any voices.
Have you ever been? Have you ever been there?
No, I've never been there.
It's really.
I've known about it, but never.
It's
really
a fantastic place, isn't it, Phil? It's massive.
It is crazy to think it would have forged, because what it is you know, the entrance to the compound, the area, you can go past it and not know about it. It's just one little entrance with a little dirt track to the whole thing. So when you go past it, you could easily like think, well, where is it? When you go down, it's like a slice of paradise, isn't it?
It opens up, doesn't it? It's amazing.
Yeah, it's like hillbilly. It's like hillbilly town. You go down, there's loads of little machines everywhere and little cabins. And the people are magnificent, very educated.
Yeah.
And I tell you something.
For years there.
The near-fault machines that they've been working on works because they know what they're doing. And I tell you something, if there's a zombie apocalypse, that'll be the first area I'd move to because they're able to drag water out from string. Anything happen in Allway when you was on the ghost hunting? Strangely enough, after we went down from that Allway, we went. Leslie, you did some. You conducted a communication board and stuff, didn't you?
Yes, we did the. Do you mean Ouija board or did we do it?
The spirit board, you know, a Ouija board.
Yeah, that were interesting as well.
Yeah, I mean, there were 2 teams, weren't there? There were that team that were doing that communication board. Yeah. And me and our John were in the blacksmiths. That's where we caught that wheel sound.
Yeah. And if you could see the size of these wheels and stuff, like we were saying earlier, Phil, the energy to shift it even a little bit, it's got to be immense, really, because they are massive, aren't they? The big things. They're just huge.
Do you think the water system there is giving all the energy and all the portals and all that? The fact that it's a big water.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You know, like you get it with wells and that, like we've talked about before. That place, it's just a massive construction of water, isn't it? Well, especially in past. You know,
it's not just that as well, Peter. There is quite a lot of woodland now that's kind of engulfed the area. It's like
it's circling it.
Yeah,
So
it's,
it might circulate. It might box in all the energy. Then the construction of the woodland, just
yeah.
like. And I've heard. I think them woods are meant to be haunted anyway, aren't they? Them Waitley Woods.
Well, it's like running up
Anyway,
at the
so-
side of the blacksmith building on the day you and your John went, Phil.
Yeah.
In the daytime, we were chatting to the chap in charge called Ted, and he was saying about right at the top where the blacksmith building were, near where the woodlands is, there was some of the volunteers a few years ago now, I'd say it were about 10 years since, spotted a coach and horses pull up in the snow. I've probably mentioned this to you before, Peter. And they both said, "Can you see that up there?" And they said, "Yeah." So they started to walk up towards this coach and horses, and then it disappeared, and there was no hoof prints, nothing in the snow, and so that might be some sort of portal as well, like you say.
Yeah.
I think I remember they said it was like Victorian sort of era.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually walk up to that point, so that actually might be a good point to go up to as well when we go in daytime.
Yeah.
Again.
Could you like map the water courses going into that place? Is it possible?
It's very possible. Yeah.
Just wondered, and then like it'd be good to get a drone above it, wouldn't it? Really?
Would you like a plan?
Yeah, see, like right high up, look, so you could see all woodland and.
Oh yeah, you perhaps can get it on Google.
You can do it, Google Maps.
Yeah,
can,
and then get
above.
it. Yeah,
that above view.
That's a good idea. You might have a look at that later.
Yeah, I should able to do that, Peter. I think it'll be a good thing to piece together and probably make a blog about it. But also, so looking past from Cottage, it were Claire picked up on that name at Bill. And we do believe, and Ted did believe, that's the name on back at photo where it said "be something." His name was his nickname with Bill. I think it were his name were connected to Bill basically.
Yeah, I think his real name was William Tomlinson or something like that.
Yeah.
Just in comments, John Dean's just put Google Earth. That's what I meant.
Yeah, Google Earth.
Google Earth is a lot better picture. Thanks for that, John.
The blacksmith area, though, I've got to admit, when we were doing investigation, you could feel there were an active energy there, and for me personally, in my opinion, for something to turn a wheel, because to me it was like a wheel to a vice, or do you know, to the wheels to them platforms that you move up and down on a machine.
Yeah.
And
actually, physically, they're quite difficult to do anyway. You've got, as a person,
for a person, and for energy wise, for something to move that, it's got to have been pretty. Got to have had some a good charge to it.
You definitely can hear it in video anyway, can't you? Definitely.
What I am going to do is I'm going to play a bit of the raw footage near this area where there's this machine. Now, on video, you wouldn't have been able to see it because at compression rate, it'll have took some quality out. But what me and Leslie noticed when we were watching back at it, we saw some flickers of light moving across near this machine. Not long since before the wheel turning. So I'm not saying that it's this area where wheel were turning, but to me there were strange lights moving around this machine area.
There was nothing to explain them lights either, were there?
No, there was sod all light in there other than floodlight were above and that were fixed, weren't moving.
So I found this very interesting and another reason why we've got to go back.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll just share screen with audio. Oops. I'm just going to get it to bit there, right. So, no, this area. So, there, if you can see near that area where that light's moving across. So I'll just put audio on. So we're not on the floor or the wall. You see?
Yeah.
Or you can just say hello. Just slightly still there, that. There you go, again. Hmm? That's where we heard the wheel. Now, to explain, guys, we were at the back of this building and we had an EVP recorder at front of the building where we're at. So just in case anything happened like this, we'll have then able to triangulate where actual noise were coming from. Now, we looked back at his audio on his dictaphone, what were at front of that building, not that far from us, and that wheel turning were very low. So, which means that the wheel turning must have been near the area what we're actually looking at. We've cross-referenced it, looked at audio signals, and it does come more from front of the building than it is at back. So, yeah. What do you reckon to that, Peter?
Yeah, good, because you're trying to think. It's like randomly coming in, isn't it? Like, it's not like a constant light source. You just see it coming in randomly. So it's for that, it's a bit hard to point to it being more natural. You kind of think with its randomness. That's what spirits are, aren't they, and stuff on film.
Yeah, because a lot of people have tried to say, won't they? Oh, it's like it's reflection of something.
But that's easy to say that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it can't be, in my opinion, because it would be doing it throughout the video.
Yeah, more so, yeah.
Part, and it's just, was it just before the noise or after?
It was before.
Before. So that to me links in with that wheel, in my opinion.
Well, I can remember going around that area, and there's nothing there really reflective. It's just dull metal, and for that, there were no LED light sources near it. It was just a brick wall.
The metal was that old. Sorry, the metal was that old as well. That it wasn't shiny, was it, Phil? It was old.
Yeah, we're rusty.
It were rusty, yeah. So yeah.
So there were no opposite light source then, were there? opposite side.
No,
Okay.
no.
Only light source, as you can see, were floodlight, but that
Yeah.
was stationary. It weren't moving.
It won't
Me and our
move.
John were sat in a constant spot, so
Yeah.
there would have been no flickering in front at floodlight.
No.
So yeah, to me, there's some light source near an area where where there were no light source, basically to on our end to show. So
Where were we
fascinating.
when we were there, Phil? Where were we? Is that where we were at Spirit Board?
Yes,
Cottage?
that's where you were in that.
So there was no light source coming from us guys either.
No. This separate building were just me and you.
Mhm.
Let's just have a look what it said up here. There was a. Were there a certain smell in the blacksmith area?
I wouldn't say there was in the blacksmith's area, just metally smell.
No. At that time, near that time, no. But we did quite a few bangs before and after that, also.
Yeah.
But because we didn't get it much on video footage, I weren't going to show it. It could have been bangs from outside where there's a person on because the nature trail's not that far from it. So I didn't want to put it in and said that there were bangs, from Spirit or whatever. So I just left it at that. But yeah, didn't really get much smells in there. So yeah, Anthony says Evie as iron wheels look like flip book of light, like a flip book of light. Yeah. John says yeah, just seen it. Also give me chills. You make out light that giving off own light. Yeah, well, yeah, like we explaining, only light source really with that fixed floodlight, which were in a totally separate area. So yeah, interesting. I find it interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I did notice it, but you know, slightly at left where you seen that light. To me, I thought I saw some sort of blurry image go across.
I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say anything. I didn't know whether it were me, but because John's now mentioned it, where that machine was, to me, I could see some sort of a blurry object move across from it.
Could you put it up again, Phil? Is it? See if we can see it again.
I will try.
Sorry.
You can see it. Metal did not have a shine when looked at shadows and light. Cheers, Anthony. Yeah, definitely. Hi, Joan Clark Gilmore.
Hi, Jane.
Let's see if I can.
Sorry to be a pain.
No. This is what it.
I just thought with John saying he'd seen it, and we thought we'd seen it, just to see if anybody else can see it. So it's just before the lights, then, and on the left-hand side. We're moving left to right, I think.
So now it's on the wall. Or you can just say hello. It says hold it right there, so.
See, I can't see you now.
Possible. So not kind of floor hard on the wall. Or even just say hello. I don't know.
I saw like a quick shape, bang in middle.
Yeah, I did. I wondered if that could be a different camera.
You know,
could it?
where them different bricks have been put in, like that area there.
Or
Just
even just say hello.
like moved like a movement on them, but yeah.
Interesting, guys. What I'll do is, I have got a piece of software that what I can re-look at that, and what I'll do is I'll get rid of, like, zoom in a little bit more. I'll have a look, guys. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Right.
Actually, Jay, this might be an interesting location for you, dude. It's called Waitley Top Forge. If we ever go again, you're always welcome to come along, mate. Jay Brown is the founder of is it West Midlands Paranormal. Please check out Jay.
Jane says there's a dog black.
There's a dog black. Well, guys, what I'm going to do is I'll re-look at that piece of footage. I'm gonna try and extend, zoom in, and I'll have a look at that because it's interesting. I do see where that there's a more of a darkish shadow that moves across, just not that far from where that flickering light is. Yeah. Oh, we will definitely have to go there. Yeah, brilliant. So yeah, from there though, Leslie, it ended up where we regrouped, didn't we, from that area, and we did one last move around the building. And what happened now? Did Andrew go to toilet? Have a go to toilet?
He had to walk down to toilets and came back and he'd taken a picture. He said he was drawn to this specific window, which was just round the back of the cottages.
Yeah.
And did he say it was a lady in the window?
Yeah.
Could it have been the spirit lady that had passed away in the cottage that we picked up on? And apparently her name was Lizzie, so could it have been her?
I believe I was looking through one of the pictures what we took, front end of that building, and we saw like an outline what could be a person. What I'm going to do, I'm going to re-look at all them photos, and I'll pass it you, and we could do a bit of a blog about it if you want.
Yeah. Because sometimes you miss things, don't you? So yeah.
I mean, this is the magic of reviewing a location you've been to. It's good to have more, to have a lot more heads looking at something, and things can be then explained that you might not even pick up on. So yeah. Anyone find an item while you're doing this? So Anthony goes, anyone find an item while doing this?
Not that I can think of.
No, but I can tell you one thing though. I think it's definitely worth going back into it.
Yeah, talking of items though, Phil, what did we find on upstairs above that door?
Yeah, there's a coffin. I think they had one, didn't they, there just in case there were an accidental death.
They did. And the day after they put the coffin there, they had a death.
Was that the water wheel death? You know, the person that fell in water wheel?
Fell on the wheel. And I believe his initials were SW, because there's a carving of SW just on the brickwork near the wheel.
And strangely enough, because we didn't have time, because we didn't even investigate that area, did we?
You didn't know, but it's like you get to a place, don't you? And before you know it, you feel like you've only been there 10 minutes, and it's like you've been there 3 hours, and you're thinking, where's time gone? So that's why you have to go back to these places, because they're too big to just do. They're just massive. So it's like barracks. We've been 4 times there, and there's still loads, I think, to get from that building. And this Wortley Top Forge, same as that. I think you should. God, you could just keep going back and keep going back and back, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I've got something to tell you. I went on this like little investigation, and I had these 2 little Tesla coils, and I were rushing a bit to get everything packed up, and I just like they were turned off. Obviously, you won't put stem up while it while it were on, and it bust. And I thought, damn it! So I tried to fit the stem back in, and it just won't work. So I thought, oh, you've got to order another one. So I goes on eBay, and they're all different. They don't make these like little Tesla coils like they used to. See, I had them to up the EMF field, and anyway, I gets this new one, and it's come from wherever, and I plugs it in, and suddenly all air turns cold. It took all heat out of air like a ghost would. Everything went freezing.
Instantly.
Yeah. I turned it on, and it came with a great big power pack, and I thought I weren't expecting massive power pack, and I turned it on, and then all around me, all air went freezing cold when it was switched on.
Mind you, Peter, you have some funny things, don't you?
Well, I do, but
electric.
I weren't expecting that, and I'm never known no like that. So, what do you reckon?
Amazing, that. Wow.
Yeah.
Certainly weird.
Yeah.
Sorry, someone just sent me. It's an interesting pic. So, yeah. So, actually, Jane, because you mentioned this black dog, do you know when we look at these pictures and we review it, we'll tag you in, Jane. No problem. Because you might have picked something up that we haven't. So if we look back, we'll tag you in and we'll show you any updates, Jane. No problem.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Right, so yeah. Oh, thank you. Brilliant. John goes, this is the greatest group. I'm loving it. Oh, thanks, John.
Well, thank you, John.
Thank you.
Very nice comment.
Do you know what might be worth looking at, Phil? You know when you drive down into the car park? You there?
Oh, that car park. Yeah.
You froze on us then, Phil. Yeah, down there where we saw that little Gordon tractor thingy, whatever it was. I think that might be interesting to do down there as well. Because we didn't cover that area, did we?
No, we didn't. Actually, I took a picture of that area for Drew to have a look and see if he could sense anything. And he said that there were a lot of activity in them near woods area.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
What are them called? I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know what them woods are called.
Wortley Woods.
Wortley Woods, yeah. Yeah. There's an edge trail that goes round side at the back in it.
Yeah.
And there has been reports, sightings in them woods as well. So 2 investigations in one there, isn't there? Definitely.
Like I say, it's such a massive area. It's just huge. You've got to see it to see what we mean, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? That's stuff.
Just to put place up, Gary goes, "Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I've got things going on in background. Love you all."
Oops.
Brilliant. Gary is doing very well to a point where I did not notice him on a picture.
Yes, he is not even half the man he was. He's like, we'll not see him soon.
No.
Disappearing.
It's a good thing you mentioned this, actually, Anthony, because there is a trail of flowers near Blacksmith area.
Yes, that where we were told about that coach and horses.
Yeah, there's a bit of a path where there's a trail of flowers that goes from near that Blacksmith area.
It is beautiful.
I'm actually going to mention that.
Yeah.
So John goes, it's really inspiring to me to explore a bit out where I am in Arizona with the many caves as well as old ghost towns. Oh, I am
jealous.
So jealous, John. I want to be there.
So do I. I'd love to go and investigate an old ghost town. Oh, God. I'd just love that. Hi, Annette. Hope you're all right, love.
Oh, Annette, do you know if you actually rewatch this? I need to actually, just due to curiosity, I want to know how many times Claire says, bang, bang, bang.
Everyone guess, and the nearest one wins a prize.
Yeah.
What will the prize be?
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
I'm guessing 24. What are you guessing, Phil?
I'll say 26.
Right.
Oof.
I'll say 15.
Oh. Okay.
Leslie's just been nice. Right. Well, it's been amazing, guys. I hope people's enjoyed this show today.
Thanks for joining us again.
That video from beginning has not been published out yet. Exclusive only at the moment to this live. So this will be uploaded and placed on TSP and also Roku, guys, because TSP videos will also be on Roku channel over on DNTV Entertainment. So yeah, guys,
let me just tell you, John's just put in the comments he'll stick with 300.
He's going to stick with 300. Okay.
And James said 60. So we'll print them up and let you know.
Yeah, so West Midlands, there is a ghost town in the UK. Yes, yes. There is can't wait to go out and see these investigations with these guys. Please, people, West Midlands Paranormal Collective, go over, check them out. Brilliant group.
Right then, so that's us for tonight, guys. Thanks again to Peter. Thanks, Phil, for showing us this video. And we're obviously going to go back in the next couple of weeks, I should say. If it's not raining. Although saying if it's raining doesn't really matter because you can get undercover anyway. So, but yeah.
Yeah. Guys,
Peter,
actually,
if you want to come, just let us know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
For people who like history, who likes to go to museums and they live, or even if you just want to visit the place, it's called Wortley Top Forge. Magnificent people. If you want to know about engines and different types of stuff like that, and you like ironwork, please go to Wortley Top Forge. They need people to be there.
It's only open Sundays. It's only open on a Sunday, and it's £3 entrance. But it's well worth it.
I mean, we could have stayed longer than.
I mean, we were there ages ago.
We went to do a pre-visit, didn't we, Leslie? And we came away
hours, weren't we?
hours because the knowledge of these old blokes, the wisdom, and you do want to go back and help volunteer for the guys,
and even to see old cottages with the old mangles and the old
Yeah.
you know, irons and old pans. I mean, I picked them pans up and I nearly dropped them. They were that heavy.
I just wanted to crack an egg in it.
I don't know.
I wanted to
didn't
crack
know
an egg in it and make an egg sandwich.
And then for people who've got little kiddies, they've got a little steam engine, haven't they, Phil?
Yeah, they've got a little village.
And
It goes right around compound.
Yeah.
I get, you know, that team group with all them people, and I can't understand how people in this day and age aren't coming forward like ancestors of that and linking to that place. You just think they would, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. Definitely. Because there's a lot of history there and a lot of history to discover, I'd say. So
yeah, because if you imagine how many people have worked there and have had accidents and passed away there, it's just from when was it? 1640 it dates back to. So it's that's how old that is. So
So
anyway, so we're off out on Sunday investigating. So I'll hopefully do a live then. We'll have to see what's happening there. And we'll catch you later, everybody. So
and Phil, remember to put that number up, Phil, for how many times
Claire says bang.
All right.
I will do. I'm gonna do it. I think it'll surprise us how many times I'm gonna be there. I will count how many it is.
All right. Okay.
All right. So take care, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Love you all.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah, M buttons here. Bye.
Bye.